everyone. I'm at the Kennedy Space Center here in very breezy and slightly cloudy Florida today. This is the place to learn about the history of the United States space program. You can get up close and personal with rockets. Check out the Space Shuttle Atlantis. Whoops. See plenty of films. Dodge flying signs in the wind. See the vehicle assembly building and the launch pads where so many historic flights started. This is the Kennedy Space Center visitor complex in Florida. It's about an hour from all of the attractions in Orlando, Florida. So a really easy trip. Definitely a kid-friendly environment. Lots of hands-on, including a moon rock you can touch. Spacesuits to check out. Lots of artifacts, including some artifacts from one of my favorite movies. Well, let me say this. Artifacts, the real artifacts, referenced in one of my favorite movies, Apollo 13. What they have here is real, not replicas. These are actual rockets that made their way back to Earth, including the rocket with the shark head on it. And I'm sorry to say, I heard the tour guide talking about it. I didn't hear exactly what the story was of the rocket with the shark head on it. So we're gonna have to go over and check that out. The history of spaceflight. It's all about history here. We'll have to check out what that one is. It's really windy, so I do apologize for the audio. Typical Florida. Windy, cloudy, overcast, a little bit of rain, and then a lot of sun. So I'm up here just inside the entrance to the visitor complex at the Kennedy Space Center in Florida. Hi, chat. Hello, Sailor Cherry. It is cool. I'm here without my kids today. My kids didn't want to come. So I'm here checking out the cool history. So this is called Rocket Garden. It's here just inside the gate into the visitor complex at the Kennedy Space Center. The first thing we did, though, was we took the bus tour over to the vehicle assembly area to see the vehicle assembly building. And thank you, Sailor. I appreciate that. We took the bus over to the vehicle assembly area and to the exhibit with the Saturn rocket. And I would recommend doing that bus ride first and then coming back here to the main visitor complex, because we got here probably a half an hour after it opened. Gates open currently at 9 a.m. And we got right on the bus, went over there, saw two or three really great films. A live demonstration. You get to go into the flight control room and you get to see the actual launch sequence for Apollo 8, which was the mission that orbited the moon ahead of the other missions, and then eventually Apollo 11, which landed Buzz Aldrin, Neil Armstrong on the moon with Michael Collins manning the command module. Today's your birthday. Happy birthday, sailor. Happy birthday. It's a good day for a birthday. All right, so I have to go see what is this rocket with this shark head painted on the top. Quite interesting. Quite interesting. Yeah, this was about a 1 hour drive from like all the attractions in Orlando, Florida. So a really easy drive. It is open 7 days a week. Today is Sunday. I will say go Ravens. Rise up, go Ravens today. All right, let's check out. Let's read some of these. Okay. So this is a Delta rocket for launching satellites. Okay. Trying not to get, if the sun does peek out, we don't want to shoot into the sun. Pretty cool. This is Juno 1. These are all real rockets. Actually, I lie. Most of these are real rockets. The tour guide said that one of them had to be recreated due to some damage. But most of these are real. This is a real, check this one out. Yeah, kids are going berserk here. As am I, just a little bit. I love the history. Absolutely love the history. So this is a Saturn 1B. This is smaller than the Saturn in the other part of the complex. The other one looked bigger. And it was also broken into the stages. So you could see each stage, how it breaks off and how there are thrusters in the next stage. So as the first stage drops, and I guess it disconnects like there, then the thrusters of stage 2 pick up and keep boosting the rocket, or keep boosting the module that's at the top. Pretty amazing. All right, I have to know why this rocket here has a shark head on the top. Trying not to get in the sun, but yeah, there's a shark head on the top of this rocket. We're going to figure that out. We're going to see why that is. So this is Delta 2. This is when commercial space flight joins. Oh, GPS satellites. Okay, so I'll step back and talk about this one. Okay, so I should know about this. So this launched GPS satellites. And I actually teach a course on the global positioning system. Actually, the course is. So if you check out my other channel, which is Primary Sources, you'll see the instructional videos related to historic research and genealogy and other kinds of research. And one of the presentations is on the use of GPS technology to track your history. Okay, I am shooting into the sun right now, so I do apologize. And I'm gonna walk around here, and then I'm gonna go up into the museum, and I'm just gonna make this a really short video today. And yeah, there's a splashdown module here for kids to check out. Hey Tomby, I'm creating more travel logs for you. So if you get to Florida, we're here at the Kennedy Space Center. And we're checking out the history of the United States space program. And there's rockets. And there's freaking cool stuff. Lots of presentations and IMAX films. And you can do astronaut training if you care to. You can also get in a simulator that lets you feel what it's like when a rocket blasts off. So it jars you around a bit. And then you can take a bus over to the vehicle assembly building and the launch pads, and you can see huge rockets over there. There's just stuff everywhere for everybody. And lots of films. And I said I was going to head into the museum, but I think I'm going to head over to the Atlantis and then head over to the museum after I visit the space shuttle Atlantis over here. What a weird day. Now the sun's out. It started out with like a 90% chance of rain today, overcast and rainy. And now it's warm, but it's also windy, so I do apologize for the audio. I'm sure you're not enjoying the audio today. And yeah, and like I say everywhere, look up, look down, look all around. So there's the moon. So the walkways have all the planets and other things, moons and such. And then here's a really cool mural of the International Space Station and an explanation of all the contributions of all the countries that helped to build the International Space Station. Pretty nice. Lots of photo opportunities. And yes, there is astronaut ice cream here, which is where I think my husband went to, if I can guess where he is. There's ice cream involved. Food at a minimum. And there's our NASA sign. And you can just see peeking over there the fuel tanks of the space shuttle Atlantis. Oh, I have to go this way. I'm gonna go this way. Florida birds are very loud, but they're quite pretty. I've not seen these birds before. Let's check this guy out. He's like greenish brown. They also don't mind if you get kind of close to them. The entire United States is so diverse in terms of animals, especially birds. Every time I travel, I see birds I've never seen before. Planet Play over here, this is where kids can just go nuts and bounce from planet to planet and experience sort of weightlessness and just do kid things. And then here, all the way back here, we'll just go to the entrance of the Space Shuttle Atlantis, and then I'll end this little tiny short live stream because I like to do live streams and meet new people. So say hi in chat. Tell me where you're from. Tommy, I know where you're from, but you're going to be over here soon. Just amazingly awesome. I'm going to see how far in I can get until they ask me to. Most places, almost everywhere here, you can record, take photos, etc. The problem is there's a lot of popular music flowing through all of these exhibits, especially the exhibit about Apollo 11. and the history of, the very first flight, manned flight to the moon, to land on the moon. And but they're using all the music of the 1960s in that exhibit. So I'm not gonna take a chance that I'll have some kind of copyright issue. Hey Raymond, what is so bad about being in Titusville is that they closed off and fenced off the areas in Titusville that allowed, yes, hundreds if not thousands of people to gather on launch days to witness SpaceX. I noticed I noticed a lot of fenced off places, and it's funny because they say it is fenced off because it's a wildlife refuge, but you know what they're doing. Now, check this out. There's the fuel tanks. Okay, I'm gonna fall over. Wow, it's pretty cool. The sky calls to us. Carl Sagan. Oh yeah, Carl Sagan. We're all about him. Now, if I can get in these doors without injuring myself, that would be a slight miracle of science. Let's see. No food or drink, no smoking. Okay, if I hear music, I'm gonna have to say goodbye really quickly. Hey, Pete. Okay, if there's music, I'm gonna have to say goodbye really quickly. Okay, am I back? I was gonna cut off if there was music. There wasn't music, but there was literally it cut off my cell phone service right away. And as soon as I stepped a little farther, the lady said there is absolutely no cell phone use in this building. So alas, I'm not able to show you the Space Shuttle Atlantis. So I'm gonna say goodbye for now. Thank everyone for coming in and saying hello today on this windy but beautiful day at the Kennedy Space Center in Florida. I hope everyone has a great Sunday. Go Ravens! Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.